throw from MetLife Stadium. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Here we go on 4th down with Madden. It's caught, Shepard. And he'll be taken. Down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And he's going to be grabbed and for a loss of 11. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On play action, it's Manning. He'll air this one toward Coleman. That's caught inside the 20. Coleman, 60 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Roses. Oh, he shifts past him. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. To throw is Newton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive line.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores. And
they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 57 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas True Blue on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, with a juke. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive with a lifted throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Dontari Poe with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Shotgun now for Manning. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
This offense converted once already in this 1st quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Manning. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey, being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick, and he will be brought down, but he's got the interception. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a give to Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game, the Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss. threw an interception. The Rams kicked a field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Manning. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They're going to try and throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Mario Addison in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And spins away. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back.
He's got it at the 15. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, he will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going to run. This is Stewart. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He'll try to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Forced out to his left. And caught left side, Olsen. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first down, Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a new way I'm doing it. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Here we go.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 on the last play, 19 more here at another first down. Now Newton on first down. Steps away to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
That's right now.
On first and 10, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Off the bootleg. Newton, they'll buy some time right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Binds. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th. Youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
That goes for a gain of 31. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now Manning. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Manning to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Throwing is Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Thomas Davis coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Zebra.
Working from the gun, Manning. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mario Addison bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. On play action, now Manning. And the pressure gets to him again. K1 short in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K1 short in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off play action. Newton. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, you know, the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They juked him. Open space inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now Newton. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They come up at an offset eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punt.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for a 6th fourth down try. They'll run with Barkley. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The toss out to Barkley. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here's Barkley, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Now Manning. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but It's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. They'll go to Barkley again. And now running right through it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown.